Hey guys, today is painting day. Sometimes a fresh coat of paint can also lead to new opportunities. So today we'll be installing the Ecobee 3. I actually got this Ecobee 3 last holiday season because they were on sale and it was a pretty good price. They've since released an Ecobee 4, and the main difference between the Ecobee 4 and the Ecobee 3 is the Ecobee 4 has Alexa integrated in the thermostat. So if you have Alexa in your install, then that might be a choice for you. For me, I'm mainly HomeKit, and Apple is releasing a HomePod later this year, which I'll be using for voice commands, other than the phone, of course. So this Ecobee 3 is this package with the sensor. I haven't been able to find online. A few months ago they sold them, and I think they were on clearance, so it might be difficult to find this set with the Ecobee 3 and the sensor included. What they do have is an Ecobee 3 Lite, which doesn't include the sensor, and the Ecobee 3 Lite before did not work with the sensors, but Ecobee has since updated that, and now the Ecobee 3 Lite will work with the sensors, and you can buy a package of 2 sensors separately. So this one's going to be installed in the family room downstairs, and I'll need a second one for the bedroom or the second floor. We have a loft area, and that's where the second thermostat is, and I'll need a second Ecobee 3 for that. So I'll probably have to go buy the Ecobee 3 Lite and a couple sensors. It should bring it to about the same price as this package without a discount, what it was originally, which I believe was about $249, $250. So I'm going to unbox this and let's take a look at what's inside, although I will mention this is not a original unboxing because I already did open it, and the reason why is because I bought this at Home Depot and had to pick it up, and when I got it home I noticed that there was a huge dent or tear in the box, and I wanted to make sure all the components were fine. Otherwise I would have brought it back. So I did open it to make sure everything was in there, but I didn't take anything out. Just wanted to make sure that nothing was damaged. And the only thing back here, I believe, is the larger faceplate. So let's go and take a look at what's inside the box. So inside we have the thermostat and the sensor, and the little card that says download the Ecobee app to begin our installation. So if we remove this, behind it we have, oh yeah, this is what you need to install if you do not have a C-wire. I'm hoping I have a C-wire. I believe I do have a C-wire, but if not, you'll be seeing the installation of this. If I do have a C-wire, then I will not be installing this. So whether your system has a C-wire or not, and the C-wire I believe provides constant power to the thermostat, you will have an option to install this. So it should work with any existing HVAC system. So this looks like to be the stand for the sensor. So if you want to place it in a room, and I'll be placing the sensor in the office because it does stay warmer in the office than the rest of the first floor. So that's probably where I'll be installing the sensor. And under here you have screws and mounting. And as I mentioned in the back, the only thing that was there was this extended plate. So I have an existing older Honeywell thermostat there. I don't know how big the hole is behind it. If there's a lot of holes or a lot of damage, I might use this. I'm hoping not to use this because I like the cleaner install of just the thermostat. It's a smaller footprint than adding the thermostat onto this larger piece. I wonder if I can paint it. Although I'd still rather not use it. And the quick start guide and installation guide. And they also provide you with labels. Labels so that you could label the existing wires that are installed on the existing thermostat, and then you'll know how to transcribe it into installing this. And then some stickers. So let's take a look at the thermostat itself. So that's the Ecobee. It's powered off, so there's no display. Here is the wall mount that I'm hoping I'll be able to use. The existing thermostat doesn't look to be too much larger than this, so hopefully I'll get away with just using this. And this is the thermostat itself. So once you install it and install the wires, you just go ahead and snap the thermostat back in place. One thing that's cool that I noticed right off the bat is that there is a level built into the mounting plate, so there's no reason at all for your thermostat to be crooked or not perfectly horizontally leveled. That's cool that they have a little bubble level in there. Otherwise, I would have to get the our laser level and do it. But this should work just fine. So let's go ahead and take this and install it and see how it goes. So this is the older Honeywell thermostat that we'll be replacing. What I'm going to do now is take it off, take a look at the wires that are included so that we can determine whether or not we need to install a separate piece closer to the heating system. So what we're looking for is a C wire. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that we have a C wire. So there is a screw underneath here that we are going to remove, and then this should lift right off. So you can see it's on, but these older ones are usually battery operated. So looking at the wiring guide, we want to see if there's a C wire. What's good is this does have a mapping of what the wires are. So we see YRC. So there's a connection for C wire, and there is a blue wire attached to that connection, which is great. That's awesome. That negates one other step that we have to do. So this is compatible, and it should just be a quick translation of putting the wires where they go and capping off any that may or may not be used for the Ecobee 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these screws, remove the plate, but before I do that, I'm going to label these wires. So this white one will have a W, I'll put a label there. This green will be labeled G, the blue will be labeled C, the R is the red, and the yellow. So actually, I probably don't need to label them because the letters correspond with the color of the wire, so that should be simple enough. I can think of the blue as a C wire or cyan if I like, which is also color blue. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the other thing that you want to keep in mind as well while I'm doing this is the Ecobee is for low voltage applications. So if the wiring you have is capped off with big are attached with the large screw caps, this probably won't it's probably not compatible with your system or your existing wiring. The other thing is it'll also say here high voltage, and that again would signify also incompatibility. So something to keep in mind before installing the system. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up. You can see the older paint that was here a long time ago. So I wasn't actually planning on installing this yet, but since I'm going to be painting the wall today, I figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and install this. So when you see me actually installing the Ecobee 3 in here, or at least the plate, and putting in the wires, the wall will be a different color. So just don't think that it's a different wall or a different installation. Same installation, just new colored walls. So here we have our newly painted wall, and I just wanted to show you the difference in the base plates. So this is the original that comes with it, and the footprint isn't too bad. It's exactly the size of the Ecobee 3. And this is the extended one if you had a larger hole and you wanted to cover up some screw holes or mounting holes or the drill hole. And that to me is just taking up more space than I'd like it to take up. So I was able to patch up the original screw holes from the original thermostat, and I'll be making new holes for the Ecobee 3. So to start, I will place the base plate where I want it. Let's center it over the hole with the wires, and let's use this handy level to go ahead and mark out where we're going to drill the holes. Get it as level as I can, and these slots are longer so I can adjust later, but let me get it as close to level as I can right now. I'll drill a hole here, and I'll make a mark here for the other hole, and I'm making the marks right in the center so that I can adjust as needed. So I'll be using the included mounting hardware. We have some screws and drywall plugs. And the instructions say to use a 3/16 drill bit, and that's what I have on my drill here. So here's the base plate I'm going to use, and I'm going to mount this with the included screws. So all that's left to go is to go ahead and take these wires and insert them into the plugs here. So red goes here, green goes here, yellow goes here, white goes here, and the C wire here. So you'll know they're all installed correctly when the levers inside are depressed like these are here. So now we'll place the Ecobee 3 into the base plate, and it'll power right on. We'll remove the protective cover, and this is the setup screen. So now we'll go ahead and go through setup. So setup complete, I'm going to go ahead and go through HomeKit or the Home app and find Ecobee 3, and it's here at the bottom. So this is what the screen looks like. Looks like you can set the temperature here, and if you click mode, you can turn it off. Oops. If you hit mode, you can turn it off, heat, cool, or auto. Right now it's off. So I'm gonna go back to HomeKit and let's try something with Siri. Hey Siri, cool the family room to 76 degrees.
Okay, I set the main floor to about 76 degrees Fahrenheit.
And we can see that it's set. The icon on the Ecobee 3 is the snowflake to show it's cooling, and it was set to about 77. So I think it sets it to a range. And you can alternatively ask Siri to turn it off. Hey Siri, turn off the AC.
You got it.
And as you can see, the icon shows that the Ecobee 3 is off. So this is going to be a pretty good system. I'm so far happy with it. We'll run it through its paces. It's summer here right now. It's what? It is 10 a.m. and it's about 80 degrees. Lately it's been reaching in the 90s in this area. So hey guys, that was installation, setup, and a quick demo of the Ecobee 3. I'm looking forward to the HomePod release later this year from Apple so that I can control all the smart devices in my home using that. Because sometimes the iPhone works pretty well if you have it right in front of you, but if it's sitting on a table, it doesn't really hear all the commands. So it'll be great to have that. So when I get that later this year, I'll do a quick demonstration on that and we'll see how it works. Looking forward to it. Thanks guys for watching. If you found this video helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe.